Hello, today is the anniversary of the death in 1984 of J.B. Priestley, best known for his play The Inspector Calls. And it's a story, as you probably know, about a family having a meal. They're visited by this inspector who tells them that Eva Smith has committed suicide and that on her body were found papers which implicated the family. And so we discover that Arthur, the father, is a businessman who sacked her when she initiated strike action at one of his factories. We hear that Sheila, the daughter of the family, instructed the manageress of the local dress shop to sack her when she was working there, when Eva was working there, because she felt that, she confessed that she felt that Eva would have looked prettier in the dress that she was buying than she did. Then we hear from Gerald, who's Sheila's fiancé, who admits that while he was engaged to Sheila, he had a illicit relationship with Eva. Then we hear from Sybil, who is the mother, and she runs a charity for women in distress, but she turned Eva away because of something Eva said that she felt didn't fully respect Sybil's position. And then we hear from Eric, the son of the family, who admits that he had a longer-term relationship with Eva and got her pregnant, and though he tried to support her financially with money he stole from his father, she wouldn't have it. So they all, in one way or another, had connections with Eva. And each of those incidents could have been said to have led to her desire to commit suicide, to her despair. But none of them would admit that it did. They would not accept that anything that they had done had led to the suicide of poor Eva Smith. And it struck me as something that is worth remembering today. It's a very strong political play against capitalism, but it's also a play, I think, which reminds us of the importance of being willing to take responsibility, of being willing to accept that things that we have done or said have caused real harm to others. And this is partly a good thing because it means that we can think of ways, if possible, to rectify the situation, or to give support to people suffering the consequences of what we've done. But I think it's also very good for our own integrity, for our own honesty, for our own sense of who we are, that we're willing to actually take responsibility if it is our fault. Of course, there's a danger sometimes, particularly we tend to say sorry very often in this country, and it's very easy to say sorry when it actually has nothing to do with us, or when it's such a minor thing that doesn't really matter. But I think we need to be sometimes to say sorry really and importantly and honestly to people who we've hurt, and to own things in our own minds, because I think that is the only way that we can be true to ourselves and true to those who we may have harmed.